welcome to Perspectives. My name is Jeff Brenner, and I am your host. Gay rights have come a long way here in the U.S. as we contemplate gay marriage. But in Russia, things are just beginning to heat up. According to a report from Moscow, gay rights activists staged a march in which government officials say is a threat to the moral pillars of society.
So, what do we really care about what happened in Moscow? I mean, is what's going on in Moscow really important to us?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think it's really important.
Tell me
I
why.
think it's important because we seem to see so many things changing in the U.S. and we see it changing rapidly. Mm-hmm. But in other countries, this is an example of how far behind they are.
Right, that's what I was thinking too, because I was thinking it's almost kind of like the 80s, you know?
Yeah,
here.
That's what it reminded me of.
But when I first read the article, I wasn't sure if it was really an issue about gay rights or if it was really an issue about holdover communist policies really reflecting a lack of just civil rights in general over there, which I think we have to be concerned about. I think the change that we've got going on in our country right now is actually a trend towards these types of removal of our civil liberties. So I saw it more as a general, broad civil liberties issue over there versus specific to gay rights.
I think it's a little of both, though.
Yeah.
Well, I think the important issue over there is still they're a third world country. Okay, understand that they're advancing in a way that they want to be like us. They want to advance like how the United States has been. Gay rights. Hey, you know, we want what everybody else have. Why can't we have that? But the problem is, they're communists.
Right.
The police could do anything to those people, and they have absolutely no rights like how we do. Can you imagine if the policeman beat up a civilian right in front of, caught on camera?
Well, it has happened.
It's called It's called Rodney King.
Right.
Yeah.
But
It's called Rodney King.
We can do a whole nother topic on Rodney. But getting back to this, I mean, I think Robert's right about the communist thing. I mean, they can call themselves a democracy over there, but as long as that little Vladimir Putin, the former head of the KGB, is running the show over there, it's still communism. And then connecting the dots back to the country, for me, as y'all know, I've always been concerned about this movement towards socialist policies here in the country, to where the more we increase government, the more we start seeing our civil liberties erode. So I think it's an issue not just for gay people, but for everybody, because I think everybody needs to be concerned about maintaining our civil liberties here.
Well, I think it's a great step.
I think what's important is that as America, we need to see things that we don't want to do. That's the step we don't want to take. We don't want to find ourselves going back. Because sometimes we tend to, even though we're the leaders, we tend to pick up others' habits.
Well, yeah, but I say that some of the reactions and some of the treatment towards the Tea Party demonstrators was a verbal equivalent to what happened on the streets in Moscow. Did you have the same response in terms of how the people were treated?
Yeah.
For daring to do what? To demonstrate against
There's
tax
always
increases?
people that are in power that are totally backwards. Like, for instance, I can't believe that the supervisor says to him, "Get them all," and the officer said, "Well, how do we know which ones are gay?" I mean, that's stupidity.
Oh, wow.
Right.
I mean,
Right. But what I'm saying is I think that in general, the right to protest, the right to assemble, and the rights of free speech are necessary for everybody. And what I'm concerned about is, as a Christian and as a conservative, that seems to be the group of people that are starting to see those civil rights infringed upon. I feel that the verbal, vile, nasty attacks and assaults on the Tea Party demonstrators, from the sexual slurs about teabagging. There was a black conservative man whose finger was bitten off at a Tea Party demonstration. So I think that we've got to be careful that what happened over there in Moscow with the gay rights isn't going to start happening here.
But I think what's so sad with this particular situation is that when there was a group of skinheads that was beating gays, and when they were bleeding profusely, and when it was over, the police officers arrested the people who had got beaten.
Right, and the thing that really bothered me, this guy, Sergei Sol, I guess, said that the gay activists threatened to destroy the moral pillars of our society, but at the same time, they let the skinheads don't. I mean, they let them demonstrate and
but you know what? The skinheads have a right to demonstrate, just like the gay people have a right to demonstrate.
Yeah, but they did not have a right to demonstrate.
I know, and what I'm saying is that. Excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that Everybody has the right to demonstrate. We cannot pick and choose. And I'm concerned that in America we're starting to pick and choose who should have a right to have free speech.
But see,
and the
they're
right to demonstrate.
okay. See, they don't want same-sex loving, but they're okay with hate. You know, you can hate everybody, but we don't want any love going on. You know, you loving somebody, we got a problem with that. Hate that's what they're saying. Hate, that's what we want.
Hate is okay.
Hate is
Love
okay.
not.
Right.
Love is not okay.
Gay love is not. That's what they're saying.
Right.
Gay
Yeah.
love is not okay.
I-
We
you
rather
know,
do
I
the
think
hate and beat up.